Welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at these Toyota floor mats that I ordered off Amazon. And if you find this video helpful and you want to purchase some of these, I'll put a link to them in the description. And if you use that link, it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. So I'm currently at the back of my 2000 Land Cruiser. And for its age, the interior of this is in very good shape. But one of the things that wasn't in great shape was some of these floor mats. So this is the driver's floor mat. And actually when I got this was actually black. I cleaned this. But the rubber is deformed here and it's hard. And I mean, this is 22 years old as I filmed this. So there was no way to repair this. Now this is the passenger side one, and this was also blacked out. You couldn't read Land Cruiser on it. It was very dirty, and I cleaned that one, and it's looking pretty good. And I used Super Clean to clean this, and I'll put a link below on how I clean these. Not this one, but a previous carpet from a car using Super Clean, if you can remove it from the vehicle. But since the driver's side one was bad, I decided to order some new ones, and I want to just make a video so people can see what they're getting when they order these, see if they line up, if they look right. I'm expecting they will be, but we'll find out. Let me get them out of the plastic here. So these are Toyota floor mats, but on my first impression they do look different from the original ones. Now this came with the front passenger and the middle seat floor mat, the long one. So let me get these side by side. So the color is lighter on here. I don't know if that's just because it's newer or it's a lighter shade. Certainly this is old and I did clean it, but it may not be perfect. Probably the biggest difference here is this one is Land Cruiser in white with a dark background. Here's Land Cruiser dark with a light background. Let me overlay these. The newer one is slightly bigger on all dimensions, and this is the passenger side. Let me line up the driver's side. It's the same thing here. The replacement is slightly larger. Now this has a hole in it on the driver's side. This is so the mat does not bunch up and get under your brake pedal, and it does come with a new retention clip. So my retention clip seems to be in pretty good shape. I'll just use the one I have. But let's look at the bottom side also. Oh, and I'll also line up the second seat. Let me do that real quick. So the second row seems to be a more perfect match than the front row mats. Okay, so here's the bottom side of these. These are quite a bit different. The nubs go all across to this. This one, there's an open spot in the middle. Now these are hard. These are a little softer, and I don't know if these are hard because they're 22 years old or if they're made that way. And they do have a different number on them. Here's the original, and here's the new one. Another thing I noticed is that the older one feels a lot heavier than the new one. So if you're restoring a Land Cruiser to some kind of like show quality, these would probably not suffice. You'd probably want the originals. But I want new floor mats that fit nicely and look nice, and I think these will do the trick for me. So I'm going to get these installed, then we'll take a look at them in the car. Okay, so I got this installed. I still need to take the plastic out of here and the tag off, but it's a little bit of a tight fit right in here because, like I said, it's slightly bigger, but I think it's going to work fine. Now, it's definitely a lot brighter than the surrounding carpet, so it'll be interesting to see what it looks like after a few years if it kind of darkens like the rest of this. The carpet itself also looks a little different from the original ones. The back one fits very nicely, just like the original. And here's the passenger side. I think it fits in here nice. This doesn't have the hook on there, so you can position this exactly how you want to. So those are the front and second row floor mats for my 2000 Land Cruiser. These would also likely fit other Land Cruisers in this series. So they're not exactly like the originals, and I assume the ones I had were the original. I'm not 100% sure, but I can't imagine they're not. I still have the back mat with the previous type of embroidery on it, and it looks different from this, but it'll be fine. And the back mat's in great shape, so I'm not going to get rid of it. But I think this will meet my needs. I don't drive this a lot in the wintertime. If I did, I'd probably get more of an all-weather mat, but this is going to give me an original type look and it fits nicely. So hopefully this helps out anyone looking to buy some of these so you know what you're getting and so you can know if they'll meet your needs. So that's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.